Zeeb Grills. I'm gonna show you how to survive anywhere at any time. I'm a Zeeb, and I've been around the world. It's my job to show you how to survive.
On this edition of Zeeb Survivor Man, I'll show you how to survive a campsite.
Like the fierce Norwegian snow leopard that I am, I lurk through the forest trying to find the right materials for my venture. I look off into the yonder and I try to seek the right kind of things that I need. When suddenly, I notice that my eyebrows are just like the bat signal during the night. They're so bright and so sharp. Fortunately, I find a branch. It's exactly what I need to camouflage myself in this urban sort of setting.
Okay, so on this edition of Survivor Man, we're going to try and survive a campsite. Watch out and see what I do to survive. First things first is we keep the branch in front of the face, is you make sure that people think that it's brush. Be one with nature. Sometimes you have to get one with nature, and in this case, have to eat some of it just to feel like you're part of it. No, maybe you shouldn't. That was really bitter. We're gonna start by checking it out, seeing what they're doing. Raise your branch up just high enough. Don't let them see you. Maybe get rid of this. Let's go in for the kill. First step. This unsuspecting blimey forgot to close his bags or the back of his truck. As you can see, there's coolers there.
And here's the money shot.
Just right. So, the first thing you want to do when you're at a campground is you got to scout out not only the campsite that you're going to go to, but the campsite next to them. Because what you want to do is you want to find somebody you can have a fall guy. You know, somebody who they can blame. Me, regular attire. Now another cool guy like me would probably have the same thing. We could find one. Let's go take a look.
Even though it's daylight, I still know what needs to be done.
Another key to survival is shelter. A lot of people like to go with the car, or maybe even like a tent. But you know what I found? I found something even better. We call it a bear burrito. Can you imagine? If you look behind you, you'll see what I mean. And now, we start the adventure. A lot of people like to call this the baby carriage. As you can see, you do a little rockabye baby in here. Just put yourself in there, you're good to go. I'm gonna try and get in this thing. The best thing is nobody knows I'm here. So, it's kind of simple. What you do is you get in it. It's not that simple, but you know, you try. And just get yourself right deep in there, slowly, and you're in. And that's really how you do most of it. You try to keep it straight. It's really to try and hide yourself from everybody, you know. But yeah, that's survival. So I'm gonna take a nap now. You better all leave me alone. This is the first day. It's kind of hard.
Although the bear burrito is a quick and convenient option, there's still a huge obstacle, worrying that somebody might come back. So I make my way again through the forest, looking for additional shelter.
Now you know, when you don't have a bear burrito or a hammock, or maybe even tents or a car, you always gotta have a backup plan. Mine, build a killer fort. Let's go check it out. Booby traps. One rock, one casualty. You never know, someone could trip on it. As you can see, here it is. Most people would call that a hermit's nest, but I call that a bear trap. Twig for when they step on it and it cracks. Warning system. This is the fort. Next time, when you build one, make sure you can fit inside of it.
Your head doesn't fit in it?
Even though I have such tenacious ability to survive, I still had to set up shop somewhere, somehow.
Another great thing about this setup right now, where my little bear trap is we can check out these lasers over here having their barbecue and camping. I can just go in and approach and take whatever I want. Take a look. Suckers. Oh, hey there, mate. What are you doing? I was just taking a bit of a break. Actually, this brings up a good point. You know, avoid the outhouses at all costs if you can. You never know what's in those septic tanks. But me personally, I like to have the old tree. And, you know, everybody's bored of white toilet paper. I go for colour. It's always great. The other thing is that you got to make sure you know is there's different kinds of leaves that you should choose from. Let me show you ones that you shouldn't. A little bit of trial and error here. You don't want to use this. As you can see, it looks like it's got the right consistency. However, things crawl out of this that you don't want crawling in. These look like what you just left behind. And they look like they can cover a lot of space, but they're really rough. This right here, this is called the rubbing pole. A lot of times people don't want to use anything with the hands, want to go hands free, so let's rub up against it. I'm not going to demonstrate, but let's just sing like this.
So now that you've seen what I do in the day, now it's time to see what you do at night. It can get cold, and it can get hard. But what we do here is we do a bit of a wardrobe change. As you can see, I've kept the professional attire, but I decided to go with the Coors Light hat, glasses, and this baseball cap that I don't know somebody left behind. We're taking care of business now. Now what we're gonna do first is go to the campfire, grab a brew, and see if we can not be noticed. Watch me. Remember now, you need to get some brews in you to keep warm. That's one of the #1 things. And other than that, maybe a blanket or something, or some sort of emergency kit. But brews #1 and a campfire next. Let's go. I'll show you what to do. Desperate and hungry, thirsty especially, I make my way to the campfire. These unsuspecting blokes don't realize it, but I just dipped into their cooler. Unfortunately, I didn't find any brews. Instead, I found 2% milk. So I just took what I had. Unfortunately, even though I thought the tree stump would be a sufficient shelter, it didn't end up being what I wanted. I was so desperate, I ended up sleeping outside.
This is what happens when you don't prepare properly and make a bear trap that you don't fit in. Good night, everybody. And don't ever do what I just did right now. You can see, I didn't do very well, but now I need to escape. So what you gotta do is you gotta hitchhike your way out of this place. Take a look and see what I did. Oh, not that one. As you can see, it didn't work out very well. I guess I'll just have to pass out on the road and see if someone will pick me up. That's the best way to do it. That's how deer do it. They get it all free, you know? They're like, I don't really want to walk anymore. Let me get in front of a car. So that's what I'll do. Okay, that was the cut for that one, okay?
Go.
Got me? Got me? Okay, ready? You got it? Take it from the top. The unsuspecting mate is the one who looks just like you.
You don't have to talk.
Yeah, I want to talk, because then it makes it seem like I'm saying like the unsuspecting guy.
I'm gonna put it in anyways.
Oh, damn it. You know, when the bear hammock isn't around, or the bear burrito, or none of those tents are there, or even a car, I like to have a backup plan. And that's a killer fort. Let me show you.
What the hell just happened to your accent right there? You lost it.
Sometimes, when you run out of a when you run, fuck. Dude, that is so scary. The whole time I'm like, oh, the guy's gonna snap, I'm gonna break my leg.
Your head doesn't fit in it? Go.
This is the fort. Next time, when you build one, make sure you can fit inside of it. This is the fort. Next time when you build it, make sure you can fit in it. This is the fort. You asshole, stop! You're such a dick.
I can't help it. It's funny. Yeah, ready.
This is the fort. Next time you build it, make sure you can fit your goddamn head in it. This is the fort. Next time you build it, make sure you can fit your head in it.